Good work, gentlemen. I'm glad to inform you that we are now officially halfway through.
Laura, what is going on here?
Carmilla, please do come and join us. My father had under his possession a large collection of old paintings that he had sent to be cleaned and restored. My mother was of an old Hungarian family, and most of these pictures had come to us through her. I don't know that the pictures were very good, but they were undoubtedly very old, and some of them very curious also.
There is a picture that I have not seen yet. In one corner at the top of it is the name, as well as I could read Marcia Karnstein, and the date 1698, and I'm curious to see how it has turned out. Yeah, that's the one. You can put it over there.
Carmilla, dear, here is an absolute miracle. Here you are, living, smiling, ready to speak in this picture. Isn't it beautiful, Papa?
Certainly, it is a wonderful likeness. Now, I must say, my good sir, that you have done an outstanding job with the restoration. It is truly a work of art.
Will you let me hang this picture in my room, Papa?
Certainly, dear. I'm very glad you think it so like. It must be prettier even than I thought.
And now you can read quite plainly the name that is written in the corner. It is not Marcia. The name is Mircalla, Countess Karnstein. I am descended from the Karnsteins. That is, Mama was.
Ah, so am I think. A very long descent, very ancient. Are there any Karnsteins living now?
None who bear the name, I believe. The family were ruined, I believe, in some civil wars long ago, but the ruins of the castle are only about 3 miles away.
How interesting. But see what beautiful moonlight. Suppose you take a little ramble around the court and look down at the road and river.
It is so like the night you came to us.
And so you were thinking of the night I came here. Are you glad I came?
Delighted, dear Carmilla.
And you asked for the picture you think like me to hang in your room.
How romantic you are, Carmilla. Whenever you tell me your story, it will be made up chiefly of some one great romance. I am sure, Carmilla, you have been in love, that there is at this moment an affair of the heart going on.
I have been in love with no one, and never shall, unless it should be with you. Darling, darling, I live in you, and you would die for me. I love you so.
What did you just say, Carmilla? Are you all right?
Is there a chill in the air, dear? I almost shiver. Have I been dreaming?
You look ill, Carmilla. A little faint. Papa would be grieved beyond measure if he thought you were ever so little ill without immediately letting us know. We have a very skillful doctor near us.
I'm sure he is. But, dear child, I am quite well again. There is nothing ever wrong with me but a little weakness. People say I am languid. I am incapable of exertion. I can scarcely walk as far as a child of 3 years old, and every now and then the little strength I have falters, and I become as you have just seen me. Let us look again for a moment. It is the last time, perhaps, I shall see the moonlight with you.
Carmilla, I was wondering whether you've heard anything from your mother since your arrival.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm afraid not.
And do you know where a letter would reach her at present?
I cannot tell, but I have been thinking of leaving you. You have been already too hospitable and too kind to me. I have given you an infinity of trouble, and I should wish to take a carriage tomorrow and post in pursuit of her. I know where I shall ultimately find her, although I dare not yet tell you.
But you must not dream of any such thing. We can't afford to lose you.
And I won't consent to your leaving us except under the care of your mother. I should be quite happy if I knew that you heard from her. But this evening, the accounts of the progress of the mysterious disease that has invaded our neighborhood grow even more alarming. But I shall do my best. And one thing is certain, that you must not think of leaving us without her distinct direction to that effect. We should suffer too much in parting from you to consent to it easily.
Thank you, sir, 1,000 times for your hospitality. You have all been too kind to me. I have seldom been so happy in all my life before, as in your beautiful chateau, under your care, and in the society of your dear daughter.
Do you think that you will ever confide fully in me? You won't answer that?
The time is very near when you shall know everything. You will think me cruel, very selfish, but love is always selfish. The more ardent, the more selfish. How jealous I am, you cannot know. You must come with me, loving me to death, or else hate me and still come with me, and hating me through death and after. There is no such word as indifference in my apathetic nature.
Now, Carmilla, you are going to talk your wild nonsense again.
Not I. Silly little fool as I am and full of whims and fancies. For your sake, I'll talk like a sage. Were you ever at a ball?
No, how you do run on.
What is it like? How charming it must be. I almost forget it is years ago.
You are not so old. Your first ball can hardly be forgotten yet.
I remember everything about it, with an effort. I see it all, as divers see what is going on above them, through a medium, dense, rippling but transparent. There occurred that night what has confused the picture and made its colors faint. I was all but assassinated in my bed, wounded here, and never was the same since.
Were you near dying?
Yes, very. A cruel love, strange love that would have taken my life. Love will have its sacrifices. No sacrifice without blood. Let us go to sleep now. I feel so lazy.
Good night, Carmilla. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
You were right all along. I have let a monster into my home, and my beloved daughter paid the ultimate price for my mistake. But I have made some inquiries, and I think I know where the monster lays right at this moment. I just hope I will be able to get to her in time, before it will be too late.
Hello? Is there anyone there? Carmilla?